All right. Love and Marriage Detroit is back. Okay. We do have about what, two new couples or whatnot. How are we feeling about the show? I think it's better than what it
I
was
It's
agree.
last
problematic,
year.
so that means it's better.
It is. It's
Definitely much.
better.
It is. We see that Brandon and Christina are separated. They're in two different houses or whatnot. They're trying to figure it out. I'm not really surprised at the same time. What else? My biggest thing that I can really recall from the episode was the new lady Kimberly being upset with
Hmm.
Christina over Christina's friends calling out the fact that they have Androids and not iPhones. And then when you hear Christina say something as Bravo is cutting them off to move the conversation along, sounds like Christina says you're mad at something that happened 6 years ago. And I'm
You
like, why are
know,
we here?
I haven't heard
Why-
anyone argue over iPhone versus Android like that since I was in high school.
So
I
I want to know the real issue.
honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't even care about whatever the fuck is going on between Christina and Kim. Latoya, you brought Kim there because you want somebody that will
To
argue
fight
the
your
way you
battle.
can. Uh
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
huh. So that's one thing. But the other thing is when your husband, girl, goes to his ex friend Brandon and throws you under the fucking bus and says, "Well, that was Latoya that invited Christina," and I think that I'm sorry, that was Latoya that invited Kim, and I think Christina handled herself well. So that's just something that Latoya gonna have to deal with. That man
Damn.
basically like threw his wife out there,
Damn.
like as long as me and you could get back cool, I don't give a fuck about
Okay.
being on
What's
my
that?
wife's side. But he was on
Mhm.
his wife's side when it was them two against Brandon and Christina. But now that you have an in with Brandon, you're gonna throw your wife out there like, oh, she was just being messy. And she gonna have to deal with that. And I told him on Twitter, I'm like, dude, you gotta stop acting like a bitch. And he
No,
was
for
just like,
real.
how am I acting like? Because you do whole shit. That's some whole shit for you to be sitting up there trying to make sure you and this nigga cool. How are we supposed to not think you're gay, Anthony? How we supposed to like with a straight face say no? I don't think he really in love with Brandon. Like, I'm
Right.
sorry. But no matter what, you done came back. It's been 2 years, nigga. And I still think you in love with Brandon.
No, he acting like it. He want Brandon's approval.
I
Yeah.
want us to be back together.
One of the things, I don't know if you were gonna bring this up that I wanted to talk about was Kobe's reaction to finding out she was having a girl.
I
And
felt mad and sad for her at the same time.
Mhm.
why?
I'm mad at her because I feel like on some level she about to let that man affect her relationship with her daughters. Cause I think he's creating triangulation in order for her to feel like, oh, you the relationship that her daughter has with Russell. I think it's one of them things where the father kind of uses the daughter in a
Mm,
way to piss the mama off.
Mhm.
It's something about that for me because at first I was mad at her, like, why are you so mad that you got a girl instead of a boy? But when she broke it down and said she wanted a boy because she thought she would be done, she
Mhm.
thought she wouldn't have to have any more
I felt
kids.
bad for her.
I
mhm.
felt bad for it. And but then I also went back and it was like, it's the religion thing for her and Christina.
It
They
is.
both end up getting guilted into doing things that they don't want to do simply because their husbands will throw God in their face in some type of way.
Mm,
And I felt very sad for them for that because I know that it's a brainwashing. It's something that you
yeah.
feel, from your childhood that you've been grown up and you feel like it's my husband.
And the
But
brainwashing
it-
that your parents will support in their
Yeah.
case.
yes,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I
her
felt
parent.
bad
Yeah.
because
I
Kobe did y'all hear him say he want her to have another baby 6 months after she had this one?
Mm.
I missed that. I knew he wanted her to have another one, but I didn't know he said 6 months
He said
after.
in 6 months we can start trying again after you
And
have
watch
this
it be
one.
another girl.
That's what I was thinking. He
Oh,
wants
he
a boy
probably
so
still
bad
is
for legacy.
because his daddy want him to have one. He even let that be known. I'm gonna have to call my daddy and tell him I might not be able to do it. And then the fact, this is what I would Jamie when we were talking about earlier about the
Mhm.
way he cried. That's
Yeah.
why I did not give a fuck about those tears
Mhm.
because your wife can die in childbirth. And you sitting up here like, oh, after you have this one, I want you to hurry up and try to have another one so we can get
Right.
a boy
Yeah,
and
it's a word.
happy. And this lady is telling you, I can't, I don't want to. Like, this lady is telling you, I don't have enough help. And that's another reason why she wanted a boy. He would have to take the boy to go and get a haircut. He would probably be buying the boy's clothes and at times with the sports, take the boy and get the fuck away from her. But with her having another girl, that's all on her because he's gonna have to, he's
Right.
gonna say, oh, that's the girl thing. That's you, babe. So now it's gonna be, instead of having a boy and having that child be a little bit more his responsibility, she's gonna have to be responsible for both of them girls, getting them up, getting their hair done, making sure that they cute, dealing with their personalities, and him feeling like I don't have to do all of that because I'm the daddy.
I hate the dynamic of their relationship.
Yeah, I don't. People, everybody don't need to do a gender reveal. That's for sure.
She was so sad. I was like,
It's the
damn, I
second
feel bad.
time.
She gonna have, yeah, and he definitely gonna finesse her, and she gonna end up getting pregnant again. I'm like, watch it be another girl.
And I
If it's a
remember
boy,
when
that's
she.
good, but
Oh, you mean the third time?
yeah,
It's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know.
And it's totally different. So, like, for instance, Kiara Lachey, y'all know that's where I get my supplements and my workouts from. Another content creator. I love her. They had 3 girls. And they was trying to have a boy on the last one. And it's so funny because one of their little girls, their last little girl they had name is Kobe. So, or is it Kobe without the L? Girl, either way, with a K. Either way, she was like, I'm not having no more after this. I'm done. But the times that she's jokingly been like, oh, I might have another one, is just because we doing well. He helped me with these kids. It's not just on me. I have a whole family here. My mom's here, my cousins, you know what I'm saying? My brothers, everybody's here helping us. And on top of the fact, my husband makes an effort. He helps with the business. He helps with the kids. He's working out and, doing dick tricks and shit. I might get pregnant again simply because we like the fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
In
that's
that
the
situation,
difference.
it's up. It's up.
Yes.
It is
And
what
you
it is.
cool with it. You like, girl, if you have another one, girl,
It's
we'll
up or
just
it's
get like you
in.
got another one. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody really didn't want the second baby, and I low-key am wondering if she even wanted the first.
I'm sure she wanted the first. I'm sure she wanted the first because them as Christians. I'm thinking them as Christians, it's always we gonna get married, we gonna get married, we gonna get married. You get married. We gonna have a baby, we gonna have a baby, we gonna have a baby. So I'm sure she was like, yeah, let's do this. And then was satisfied with the first one.
The only reason I don't feel like that is because of the way she talk about the little girl's relationship with him versus she was like, I want a son so he can love me the way the little girl loves the daddy. And I didn't like that either because I was like, I didn't grow up like that. So I don't understand. Like, I was a mama's girl. Like, yeah, I fuck with my daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's because I was a daddy's girl. Yeah. But I fuck with my mom. So it was just, it's my girl. So to me, for her to even feel like, it's uncommon for the mother to have that type of relationship with the daughter, I just kind of felt like, well, that's sad to me too.
Damn.
Unless, like you said, he finds a way to exclude her. Like,
I
it might
think so.
not really be like that, but mentally he might try to make it seem like they have a more special relationship,
Then they
in
really
order
do.
to
That's
have
possible.
control. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
it be
just don't
small
like their
stuff.
dynamic because she just often like her feelings don't seem to like matter
Matter.
at all. At
No, that's
all.
why she
It's
was
really
hollering at
given.
Christina last season like that.
Yeah, he's in
Lashing
charge.
out.
He pay the bills or whatever, and you
But
just
she
gotta
worked.
follow my lead, right? She do,
All
but
for
that's
him
the
to
vibe
be,
he gives.
him going to school to be a preacher is another thing that bothered me so much because I can tell it's just a way to convince her of things even more, to make it seem like your word is even more ordained by God. So she has to go along with whatever you want her to do. Now, in 10, 15 years, we find out you was cheating with somebody on the pew. It's going to be, oh, but God says forgive and man falls short and we fall down, but we get up. Like, it's going to always be her putting herself in a situation to dishonor herself because she's already doing it. And I know, Nisi, what you were saying, I think that they're brainwashed to think that's what they want when that's not really what they want. Because it's given, if you, because honestly, if I
Exactly, I was
wanted a
saying.
baby, I don't give a fuck whether it's a girl or a boy. I'm gonna want my baby. The way she's talking about it, it has to have all these stipulations on it for her to feel good about it. And that's what makes me feel like you don't really want this. You want it because people are telling you this is what you should want.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Terrible. Was there anything else? I think I mean, it's
Oh,
just like 2 episodes, so
just
what?
one thing. I
What?
didn't like the fact that Christina only wants to be back friends with Kobe because she on the outs with Brandon. I didn't like that.
Of course.
Mm.
It's giving mentally abused woman. We know how they do. They friendships be toxic until the
Girl.
man is gone. Then when the man is gone, it's like, oh my gosh, I need friends.
Kobe know
Mm.
them boundaries though. She like,
Mhm. She know
yeah,
now.
nah, I'm good. I
Mhm.
don't blame her, especially when you having
I
this
don't
stressful
either.
pregnancy. I don't blame her at all.